to the best family on YouTube. Good morning. It is 2:45 in the morning. That's insane. 2:45 in the morning. And it is Monday morning. Gaming stuff is already done. I did that like an hour ago. I just been sitting here going through Instagram, Twitter, just my social media sites that I do before bed. And I was like, you know what? Today's Monday. I gotta make a vlog. Gotta get it out to you guys so you have something to watch. Honestly, I don't have too much to say. I mean, there's really nothing that goes in my mind when I come out. When there's nothing up in my mind to talk about, there's really nothing there. You do have some of these times where it's a writer's block. Most of my YouTube life is all scripted videos. I write the script. I memorize it to a T. And that's exactly what I do. It is most of my YouTube stuff is scripted. Most of it is. If you ever watch the gaming stuff, that's all scripted. Every one of the videos is scripted. But that's just part of the YouTube life, you know? Yeah, most of that is scripted, but at the same time, you guys watch it. It takes me so long to do a script. It takes me so long to do a script. Sometimes the script doesn't go to plan. Sometimes the script just doesn't work out the way I want it. But that's YouTube stuff. Motivation of the week. Okay, the one thing that I do mainly is motivate you guys. So, the one thing that I did this week, throughout Sunday through Sunday, throughout the week, I hope I stop yawning after that. I'm sick of yawning. The one thing that I've noticed is it's okay to step out in faith. It's okay to do that. You know, you can go out and do what you want. It's your life. You only get one life. One life. You only live a certain point. The way the analogy that I use in life is you fill up one cup, fill it up with sand. Fill up another one, get another glass, leave it as is. Cover up the glass that you're gonna fill. The glass that's filled with sand, you cover up, and that's your future. You pour it out, and then what's in between is your present and your past. That's the way I look at life. You can do whatever you want to kind of try to change that, and you can't. Does that make any sense? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to some of you. That's the analogy that I used my entire life. You know, you can only do so much to change the future, and it's still gonna throw curveballs. I've gotten thrown curveballs so many times in life. So many. And it's not only because of the way I lived. I told you I was gonna yawn. I told you I was gonna yawn. But I lived life a little different than most people. The way people look at me now, they're just like, man, you're different, man. Your wisdom is beyond your years. I was like, that's because I picked. It sounds bad. It sounds bad. But I literally picked in elderly people's brains. I picked them out. You know, I picked their brain apart. You know, just give me all the wisdom I can get. And I was talking to this one guy today, and he's like, you're really, really wise. I was like, you know why? I love talking to a multi-generational people, you know? The fact that I can go to an elderly, communicate towards them without even trying, and then yet I go to the younger group of my age. I was like, I don't want to talk to you guys. You guys are boring. You guys have nothing of interest that I want. Either you're going to college or you're going to work, doing the 9 to 5. I don't want to do that. No, I'm not a big egotistical person. I don't have a big ego. But I don't communicate with the young adults that I need to communicate with. I don't communicate well with people. I don't. When it comes to young adults, I don't communicate very well. I communicate really well with the elderly, like 40 and above people. That's my age group. But that is my age group that I communicate to. That's my mindset, kind of. So when I'm on the same playing field as a 40-year-old, that's my playing field. That's my game. Now you're in my court. But when it always comes down to it, people are like, wow, you're really, really wise for doing that. You're really wise for that. And my grandfather always said it himself. He was the same way I grew up. Same way. Always picked the elderly brain. Always looked at that elderly and go, I want to pick your brain. I want to pick it out. I want to see why you're successful. I want this. I want that. How'd you do this? How'd you do that? Pick the crumb out of people's brains. He did. And that's the same way I've done it for many, many years. I listened to so many stories on the elderly just living life. I remember when I was 24, and I remember when I was 24, and yeah, I was into this, I was into that, I was in the street racing scene, I was into this, I was into that. I was like, wow, how'd you get out of it? Well, I went to this, and this is how you get out of this, and this is how you do this, blah, 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 blah. I was like, that's kind of cool. I picked your brain, and I got wisdom out of it. Cool. I can use that. And there's just some that you just go, that was kind of awkward and weird. I didn't want that kind of wisdom at this point. I'm not going to use that. A few years later down the road, you're like, that's what that guy meant 2 years ago. That's what that guy meant. Okay, that makes sense. And the reason why for the vlog is it's okay to step out in faith. It's okay. Because I do it every single day. Whenever I see elderly people out in the street, I'm always talking to them. I'm the first person that they talk to. I'm the first person that they ever do anything with. I'm sitting there picking the crap out of their brain. Just picking it out. Picking wisdom out. And that's okay, because elderly have a lot of wisdom that they can give you. A lot. Just saying. Hopefully that helps some of you. Hopefully that encourages some of you, because stepping out in faith is a huge thing nowadays. Huge thing. If you want to step out in faith, you gotta take a chance. I took a chance on this YouTube stuff. I've been doing it for straight, consistent for 1 year and 3 months now. I believe it's 1 year and 3 months. It's insane. 1 year and 3 months, I'm at 1,247 on the gaming. This one I started this year, and I haven't really done it consistent, but I have done it for 6 months, I believe. 5 or 6 months. But I've done this channel for consistent. It has taken a back burner for a few months, but I picked it up and I was like, you know what? Vlogging is just a day-to-day thing. It's a day-to-day life. I'm gonna stop yawning. I'm gonna leave all that in. Because editing, I take forever. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I post on this channel once a week, every single Monday at 11 a.m. If you guys want any different content, I'm not going to change this one. Gaming stuff, you can change that as many times as you want. I can care less. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Smile always, and keep your head up, and stop being negative. Got enough negative people in the world. Don't need more. Don't manipulate, don't lie, and stay honest to yourself.